Hello everyone. Hello Miss. Today I will present about Paralympic Games. Before then, let's introduce myself. I am Indira Janesha. I am from class 10A. I choose recent text because I want to know what the Paralympic Games are in depth and to be able to train my basic analytics skill. What are the Paralympic Games? The Paralympic is an international sporting competition for athletes with disabilities. Various sports are competed in, as in the Olympic, include alpine skiing, cross-country skiing, however, and many more sport equipment for the Paralympic has been modified for special disabilities. Paralympic athletes compete in 6 different disability groups, such as amputation, cerebral palsy, visual impairment, spinal cord injury, intellectual disability, and less autism. Athletes with disabilities not included in another category. The bid process, Tokyo 2020 and Rio de Janeiro 2016. The bid process Tokyo 2020. The winner of the bid for the 2020 Summer Olympic must host the 2020 Summer Paralympics. The winner of the bid for the 2020 Summer Olympic must host the 2020 Summer Paralympic. After the second round voting, the 2020 Summer Olympic and Paralympic were awarded to Tokyo. Next, the bid process. The bid process, Rio de Janeiro. Okay. Number 1. Cities interest in hosting submit bid files to the International Paralympic Committee by the special deadline. The International Paralympic Committee Evaluation Commission visits candidate cities to assess the readiness of infrastructure, accommodation, and all other logistical aspects necessary to host the event. Number 3. The Evaluation Commission submit its reports to the International Paralympic Committee session. Next, voting. International Paralympic Committee members then vote to select the host city that will host the Paralympic Games. Host selection. Based on the voting result, Rio de Janeiro was selected as the host of the 2016 Paralympic. Final result for Rio de Janeiro. The city was selected to host the 2016 Paralympic, making it the first city in South America to host the event. Congrats to Rio de Janeiro. Next, transportation, volunteer medal, and torch relay preparation for Tokyo 2020. Transportation in Tokyo. Strict healthy protocols to minimize the spread of COVID-19. Olympic and Paralympic participation use special transportation such as buses that cannot be mixed with the general public. Restriction on the use of public transportation. In addition to special buses, public transportation such as subway, trains, and public taxi are used by athletes and staff. However, they are required to follow strict healthy protocol and limit contact with the public. Logistic planning is carried out to manage the movement of thousands of athletes, staff, and media to and from competition venue. Volunteer in Tokyo 2020. In September 2018, application to become volunteer for the Olympic and Paralympic opened. By January 2019, 186,101 applications had been refined. Interview were conducted in February 2019 and train took place in October 2019. Volunteer at the competition venues will be known as the field cast, and volunteer in the city will be known as the city cast. Medals. Medals, the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic medals were designed by the renowned Japanese jewelry designer. The design is based on the themes of unity and diversity. The medals are made from recycled materials, such as plastic from electronic devices and plastic from marine debris. Torchlight Parade. The torch relay was held in accordance with strict healthy protocol, such as crowd control and social distancing. The torch will be carried in different ways, include crossing water with divers. The torch relay is not being held in the same way as before the COVID-19 pandemic. The 2020 Summer Olympics were scheduled to be held in Tokyo starting at the end of July 2020. The Japanese government has taken additional preventive measures to help minimize the worst effect of the 2019 and 2020 coronavirus pandemic. However, on March, in a joint statement, the Tokyo 2020 Organizing Committee and the EOC announced the decision to postpone the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, reschedule them for the summer of 2021. Due to COVID-19, many volunteers and athletes have been exposed to the virus. There have been 13 Paralympic athletes who test positive for COVID-19, 11 cases among volunteers and 7 cases among foreign staff and the per-competition training camp. Participation in the Paralympics Tokyo. There were 164 countries participating in the Tokyo 2020 Paralympics, including the refugee team. Of these, 168 countries initially participated before several countries ultimately withdrew due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Total countries, 164 countries, and there are 4,500 athletes participate in the Tokyo 2020 Paralympics. Initial number 168 countries initially participate before adjustments were made due to the pandemic. Medal summary Tokyo 2020. China dominated the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic with 96 gold medals, 90 silver medals, and 51 bronze medals, for a total of 207 medals, placing them at the top of the medal table. Great Britain at the United States came in second and third with 41 and 37 gold medals, respectively. Indonesia secured a total of 9 medals, 2 gold, 3 silver, 4 bronze, and ranked 43. Yay! Good job, Indonesia. Yay! Transportation, volunteers, medal, and torch relay participation for Rio de Janeiro 2016. Transportation, Rio de Janeiro 2016. Transportation participation for the 2016 Paralympics in the Rio de Janeiro include improvement to the public transportation system through four main components. The construction of a BRT and VLT network, the construction of subway line 4, and improvements to the Supervia train network. These measures were taken to create a more integrated and accessible system for athletes and spectators. Volunteer. There are 2,000 Rio de Janeiro volunteers. Interestingly, two of them are from Indonesia, namely Alira and Pramita. They are both registered of volunteer. Alira is an Indonesian student studying in South Korea. Thanks to her experience as a volunteer, Alira had opportunity to go to Brazil. According to her, the registration process to become a volunteer is very easy because you only need to follow the steps on the website. In addition, there are no special requirements that must be met to become a Rio 2016 volunteer. The Rio 2016 Paralympics medal were made using a combination of recycled and new materials. Most of the gold and silver medals were made from 30% recycled materials, which came from car parts and mirror surface. In addition to new raw materials, the medal manufacturing process took between 7 and 14 working days to produce the required number, depending on the complexity of the design. Torchlight Parade. In contrast to the Tokyo 2020 Paralympics torch relay, the Rio de Janeiro 2016 torch relay was quite chaotic and very crowded, prompting police to use their gas to disperse the crowd. Participation in the Paralympics Rio de Janeiro. There were 169 countries participating in the 2016 Summer Paralympics. Of these, 155 were countries that sent athletes, while the another 4 were refuge teams and teams participating under the International Paralympic Committee. 155 countries sent athletes to compete. One refuge team participate. One team participate under the International Paralympic Committee banner. Medal summary Rio de Janeiro. At the 2016 Rio Paralympic, China emerged as the overall champion with the most medals, followed by Great Britain in second place and Ukraine in third place. Indonesia won one bronze medal in weightlifting by athlete Ni Nengah Widiasih, placing Indonesia 36 in the final standing. Good job, Ni. Breadth of sport. The Tokyo 2020 Paralympic will feature two new sports, namely badminton and taekwondo, replacing 7 versus 7 football and sailing, which were contests at Rio de Janeiro 2016. Media about the 2016 Paralympics. You can see this is Vinicius and Tom. They are the mascot of the 2016 Paralympics. The two names are Brazilian icons in the world of music. Opening ceremony, Rio de Janeiro, in 7 September 2016. And closing ceremony, 18 September 2016. The logo for the Rio de Janeiro 2016 Paralympic Games is a heart, symbol created from an infinity sign, designed by the Brazilian agency Tactile Design the Indias. Short film about the 2016 Paralympics. The short film titled Where the Superhuman is a slogan and campaigns relate to the Paralympics to showcase the extraordinary abilities of athletes with disability. Broadcasting. The 2016 Paralympics in Indonesia were not widely broadcast on national television or the tech streaming platform due to the lack of coverage compared to the Olympic. Although there was coverage from several media outlets, there was not single broadcasting platform that aired all the games in their entirety, unlike in other countries that had official broadcasting rights. Media about 2020 Paralympics. The Tokyo Paralympic Games were held at Japan National Stadium. Opening ceremony August 24. Closing ceremony September 5. 5 September. Someti is the pink mascot of the Paralympic. The 2000 Olympic and Paralympic emblems were unveiled on April 25, 2016. Short film about the 2020 Paralympics. Short film titled Animation X Paralympics. Who is your hero? Each short film features a different Paralympic sport and is designed and produced in collaboration with famous anime and manga creators. Broadcasting. The 2020 Paralympic can also be watched on a channel, both through analog and digital broadcasts. With a channel's digital broadcast currently covering 53 cities in Indonesia. There is also a video application that broadcasts the 2020 Paralympics. Paralympic competition. The competition Rio de Janeiro 2016 in Russia is suspected of having carried out a state-sponsored doping program. The doping scandal threatened the participation of all Russian athletes in the 2016 Rio de Janeiro. The International Olympic Committee imposed sanctions resulting in a number of 271 athletes were still able to compete in the Olympics. The competition Tokyo 2020. There were several competitions surrounding the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic, one of which was the logo controversy. The logo designed by Kenjiro Sano became controversial since its introduction in July. Oliver claimed that the logo was similar to a logo he had designed for a theater. Concern about the Tokyo Paralympic. The main concern surrounding the Tokyo 2020 Paralympic centered on the COVID-19 pandemic and its widespread impact on health, safety, logistics. Overall, the biggest challenge is to host and save and fair global sporting event amid an unprecedented public health crisis. Well, thank you for your attention, everyone. I am Indira Janesha. Thank you. See you.